But he was a mid-level officer. He came rolling in to the old aid station there, and our good buddy, the reservist that fought to come out with us there, Groundskeeper Willie.
Yeah.
We'll call him Groundskeeper Willie. Anybody listening that knows him knows exactly who we're talking about. Gets this guy off in a room, and he says, "Oh man, Doc, you got a problem."
The officer says,
"Yeah."
To Willie.
Yeah, says to Willie, "Man, Doc, I got a problem. I haven't been able to shit in a while. I've been trying to dig at it, and it's just not coming out." So Willie comes out and talks to one of the docs. Like, yeah, we're gonna have to give him an enema. Try to free that up.
I think
And I
remember.
there was a lot of basically soap enemas because we went through all the enema solutions so fast. We had to
so many people weren't taking that, mate.
that, and every surgery that came in, we had to clean a lot of guys out or girls out, whatever. And so they roll with the old soap dish enema on this guy. And Willie gets him propped up on the table just right, has them all set up, and tells him he's going to feel a little bit of pressure. Squeezes off, and apparently old boy didn't take care of his nails too much either and gouged up the inside of his ass. And when that soap enema went in there, it burned. And all you could hear was old boy screaming, "Oh, it burns! It burns soap! Oh! Oh!" Squeezed him right out. Oh yeah, he walked
But it worked.
out. Oh, it cleaned him right out.
It
It
cleaned
burned a
him
little
out.
bit on the way out. Probably needed to take a few extra antibiotics to make sure the
Wow.
infection didn't set in. But yeah, that was by far my favorite enema day.
And what was your job as a lab tech? What was the main thing that you were?
Well, I swept the floors.
I slept the floors.
I played Madden.
Yeah.
Risk. I poke checked a lot of mice inside the station because we couldn't do anything else with them. A nice stick. You know, being from Michigan, I had a good poke check. And on the scoreboard, I was doing pretty well on mice.
And you're always fixing stuff.
I sometimes fix things. I sometimes broke them less.
Do you want to talk about the relays setup you did?
Well, yeah, we can talk about a little power distribution setup. Apparently, when nobody else knows anything, you can pretend you know more.
There you go.
And when we first got set up in the building there was no real power, and there was no backup power because the generator outside might have taken some indirect artillery fire.
Jeez.
And so we were running off of our 30K generators out there, and managed to find a old ceramic telephone switchboard that, after a little trial and error and a little shocky, I figured out how to make basically a breaker out of it.
Wow.
And we lined up all of our different rooms and whatnot, and the different critical areas that we needed to have power, and sectioned everything else off. And
Who had to have the power first, as far as rank and authority?
The aid station. They took care of patients. They got it.
They still got it before the officers.
The aid station, then me.
Yeah, buddy.
Then everybody else, and actually sectioned it off a couple of different ways. We had a doc who shall remain nameless that was, I'm trying to think of what's the right word. I think it starts with the same letter as Corona. Yeah, cunt. That was out there, absolute whore, and she had her own private line on the switchboard. And just about every single day, her power went out.
It was because
around 9:30, 10 o'clock, right before it got hot. And usually come on for about 5 to 10 minutes in the middle of the afternoon. Then they'd go off again until it got dark and cooled back down. Sort of as a lesson. And, don't confuse your rank with other people's authority.
There you go.
And I felt bad for her roommate because her roommate was pretty nice. But unfortunately, she stayed in the room and had to pay the toll for her roommate.
That's it. What's that called? Casual fire or no?
I believe that's stray bullets can kill.
Yeah, when the people around get messed
casual
up.
indirect fire.
Yeah,
something of that nature.
I thought they called that kicking the kitty.
Pow! But yeah, she unfortunately earned
Did you get extra pay for the extra work you did outside of your regular duties?
Oh yeah, I talked to our sergeant major, and I worked up an additional salary.
Yeah.
I think by the time I left, all the extra stuff that I was doing, I was probably pulling in about $150,000 a month.
Nice.
Yeah,
and it has to be tax free because you were deployed.
It was tax free.
It was all tax free.
And really the biggest thing was just the appreciation I got from others.
Absolutely. I'm sure they gave you multiple medals and awards and.
Oh yeah.
Did you
get sucking?
They couldn't take my good conduct medal away because I didn't get caught.
Panty droppings.
Somehow I managed to get every single good opportunity / good conduct medal that I was able to get while I was in.
What about the Spurs?
You know what? Technically, I got them.
That's right, because anybody on a
combat deployment gets them. Yeah,
you're supposed to get them, right?
Yeah, I should call them and ask them to send them to me.
Because I remember the officers got theirs in the theater.
Oh yeah, they'll get
and their hats. And their Spurs,
their Spurs, their Stutsons.
The Stutsons, that's what it was, yeah.
And let's not forget their Bronze Stars, quite possibly Silver Stars, maybe some sort of
commendations.
Special. No, probably like a Purple Heart. Oh, no, we did have one that got a. Remember, old boy got his Purple Heart? He was running over at the track and allegedly a bullet fell out of the sky and hit him in the calf and he sewed it up and then said something.
I did hear about that. I thought it was just bullshit.
No. We did get somebody with a Purple Heart out there. That was fantastic, Out running on the track in the middle of the compound and allegedly took a stray bullet from the night before, which is tough because when you don't get up till 10:30, 11 o'clock, that means it was a high-powered rifle to shoot a bullet that high.
So I was on guard duty.
Mm-hmm.
We were rotating through. We had to watch the civilians. So we paid the civilians to come in and fix up the camps, and we always had to have at least one guard watching them.
Yep.
So they had me watch these 3 guys along the perimeter to dig the foundation for a tower that's coming up. And I'm like pretty far out there, it was like pretty like in a corner where nobody's really coming around, So I tell the sergeant that's dropping me off from the guard duty, I said, hey, so there's 3 of them. There's 1 of me. Do I get a radio?
Yeah. No, you've got burst.
He goes, a radio? No radio. I said, so what should I do if something happens? He goes, well, I don't know. He goes, these guys seem pretty cool though. So I'm out there, and they were really fucking cool. And I started talking to them a little bit in Arabic, and one guy, the fucking fattest guy, had like 3 wives.
Oh, that was me.
And the other 2 would make fun of him how much shit he had to do for the 3 other wives. So it wasn't like we think, oh, you're the man. It's a whole different fucking thing. So
no, once you're married, you think the same way. Like, oh, that poor bastard's got 3 wives, motherfuck.
So I'm sitting there. So this was like, I don't know, maybe like the 2nd, 3rd time. They even shared their food with me. I was like, okay, these guys are fighting. They're just workers. They just want their... Literally $1 a fucking day is what we were giving them. Right? For the entire fucking day's work. Like it took 10 hours. An hour and a half to come in, and about an hour and a half to go out through the whole checking and the fucking padding and all this stuff.
That equates to 10 cents an hour.
Yeah.
Well, that was a competitive wage.
Give them an hour for lunch? Did you give them any 15-minute breaks? Like an American company would?
At this point in time, they hadn't quite unionized.
You
get at least a half an hour lunch and one 15-minute break.
Let me tell you.
8-hour day.
They did take lunches. They did take their breaks.
Yeah.
And there was a whole lot of dudes laying around on top of each other during lunch and breaks.
Let me tell you.
Like in a sexual manner?
No, like in a cuddling manner.
Did they have heartbeats?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That $1 an hour was such a raise of a price for them that they came in 7 days a week hoping that they could just fucking come
That's
in.
That's impossible.
Oh,
no. $1 cannot possibly go.
One American dollar.
No, dude. One American dollar.
What about Canadian? Because at that time,
I don't think they were familiar with the exchange rate. We could have probably pulled a fast one over. Man,
it was worth more at that time.
If only you would have been in charge at that
We
point in
thought
time,
about
we
that,
could have
that
saved a
extra
ton of money.
37 cents,
Because
I
back
think
then,
it
what
was
was
at
it?
that time.
At least 37. It was around 65 cents a dollar.
American dollar was shit.
Yeah.
Canadian dollar was strong as fuck.
I was
like, damn.
I was born.
Plus the free health care.
I was born in Iraq, and in that time, it was $6 for 1 Canadian dinar.
Canadian?
I'm sorry.
Wait
Wait a minute.
Born in Iraq.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
Armenian. During the genocide, we took off and there
I
was
didn't know Polacks were born in Iraq.
Oh. So,
Yeah.
when I left, $1 was getting almost 6,000 dinars.
That's the Iraqi currency?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can slide somebody $1 and just get a wad of
Oh, fuck.
Like I had bills for everybody I knew back home that sent home.
That makes
Hey,
sense.
here's $1. What can you give me? I'm like, this is like a whole bag of money. What is this? Like I go buy a house.
Really, it was fucking hilarious.
So you're just out there making it rain and shit?
And to a degree, there was a
So,
lot of
so
people
then
that made out really well.
Okay, so if it's
The kids that were
6,000
selling
to
us
one,
videos, they made it over.
So
the
our
best.
penny still can buy
$5
Oh,
for
they
a
were
double
fucking-
feature CD. Oh yeah.
The kids were making
If
shitload.
our penny can still buy, in some cases, a piece of candy, what would their equivalent penny be able to buy? A piece of sand? Can it still buy a piece of candy?
They don't have
Well,
pennies.
sand is free.
Are you sure?
Yep, that's free.
Yeah.
I still got a
They-
shitload of it in my duffel bag.
They don't even have a penny.
They don't. So
No.
the
Well,
countries,
that's our minimal amount.
Well, that's because
currencies like
we
that,
suck.
countries with currencies like that, the lowest currency they have would be a bill, which would be like a $10 bill, or that would be their penny.
Or an egg. Not even a goat, just an egg.
Well, I'm just saying it's all paper. There's no
Yeah.
coins.
It's
There's
like
no
Canadian
fucking-
money too,
Yeah, there's no. I mean,
or
Canadian-
euros. It's different material than.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What we
It was a
typically
whole
use.
fucking yeah. And it had Saddam's face on it. Did you still have
Yep.
it?
I might still have some. I gave a lot of it away.
Yeah.
I gave a ton of it
What's
away.
that worth, I wonder?
Uh,
Research on that.
Not
How much
worth.
is- yeah, probably not a whole
worth
lot.
shit.
To a collector, it's got to
Yeah.
be worth fucking
Because-
a shit.
Yeah, but
Because-
there's so much of it out there.
Because soldiers like us brought back a
Yeah,
shitload
it
and
just
just
gave
gave
it
it all
everybody.
away. You
Like,
know?
here you go. This
Yeah.
is worth shit.
I was going to restaurants and be like, here you
But
go.
then you guys had to keep some for either memorial's sake or memory's sake, and or that. Well, he's still alive. You guys come back. He's still alive for what? Another how many years?
I think a good
I
5
don't
years,
know,
3
what
to
was
5
it?
years.
Was
Yeah.
it-
Because I'm
was it
asking you
09
guys,
when they
'cause I mean,
finally-
I kind of
Was it
know.
down?
When they hung him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
They
it took
finally
almost
went
4 or
down.
5 years. Yeah.
So then you're
Yeah.
like, well, fuck, he's
Man.
dead. I got a shit ton of it. It must be worth more money now.
I tell you what, the one night that it sounded like probably the initial invasion was the night that we found him. Holy shit, was there gunfire going off? Like,
Bro, you know where I was when that happened?
probably out getting barbecue chicken.
In Amsterdam.
Oh, you were in Amsterdam?
I was
then?
on leave. Out
Oh.
of all the places in the world I could fucking be, I'm of course not supposed to be doing this, smoking fucking weed, looking at the video on the fucking thing. I go, oh fuck, we caught him. And then there was like maybe 3 seconds, like, oh, it's over, and then.
Joke's on you.
I still gotta go back because I was like, dude, I'm on leave. They caught him. I should go home.
I'll just
Can I
catch
go
a
over
flight.
here?
I'll catch a
Right?
flight to the States. I'll see you guys when you get back. Have fun railhead and everything.
Because it was like my first time in war.
I'll meet you guys there, whatever camp you're from. Whatever
Yeah.
you're
And you know,
I got my own ticket. No, really, I'm good.
guys, really, I'm halfway there. Well, it doesn't make sense, you
You
know.
go backwards, you go forwards. Come on. These colors don't run. I'm going backwards.
Oh man! And I fucking I looked up. I go, shit, it's over. I'm going home. And I'm like, no, no.
Yeah, take that last toke, bring you back down
Yeah.
to reality.
I was like, no, not with my unit. No, I'm going back.
Yeah, we'll be there till the end of time. Yeah,
That
no.
show was fucking hilarious.
I'm
man.
trying to remember what we were. I believe we were having, because we had finally gotten another good TV. We were having like a little movie night in one of the rooms, and for the I almost want to say that somebody was torturing us with fucking Lord of the Rings, and we all woke up to Saddam getting captured.
No shit. Huh?
Yeah, it was terrible. Those, you know what? I'm not a big fan of the movies.